The Yankees season is nearing disaster, and we're not even 30 games into the year. Hello and welcome to Louisville Slugger Yankees, where we talk Yankees baseball from Louisville, Kentucky. Okay, the Yankees sit at 15-13. They're in 4th place in the AL East, and more importantly, 8 games back of the first place Tampa Bay Rays. And this year has been a slog thus far for the Yankees, dealing with injury issues, an anemic offense, and some inconsistent starting pitching, which we kind of expected considering the injuries. But the problem is, even though we aren't in May just yet, the Rays have built a substantial lead in the division, and I'm not going to give them the division just yet because you don't win the AL East in April or May or June. But 8 games up, that is a very difficult hole for the Yankees to come back from. The other issue is the AL East is very, very good. It's clearly the best division in baseball. It has been for years, and this year it might be the best it's ever been. As we talked about, the Rays are legit. I think they're going to win the AL East. They just dominate every team in baseball, and they look good. As long as they don't run into the injury bug like they did last year, the division is theirs for the taking. But beyond the Tampa Bay Rays, the Toronto Blue Jays are arguably the most talented team in the division, and they're certainly not going anywhere. Their starting pitching is better than it was last year, so they're going to be sticking around. They're obviously always a tough team. And then the Baltimore Orioles are the young, talented team that might be one of the best up-and-coming stories in baseball. They've got more guys in the pipeline this year that they can move on up or trade for guys, unlike they did last year around the trade deadline. So the Orioles are only going to get stronger and stronger as the year goes on, and they've gotten off to a really nice start. Injuries have obviously been the big storyline for the Yankees this first month of the year, but the lineup has been equally awful and anemic. It's one of the worst offenses in baseball right now. I'm going to go down the list of some guys that play right now consistently for the Yankees, and let's take a look at what their OPS plus is. So Aaron Hicks is a -4 OPS plus right now. IKF's not much better. He's at 15. Then you've got Willie Calhoun, who DH'd Saturday night against Nathan Eovaldi. He's at a 55 OPS plus. And then Oswaldo Cabrera has struggled mightily this first month of the year. His OPS plus is 48. So you need better production, because if not, when you've got Aaron Judge out of the lineup dealing with his hip issue, Giancarlo Stanton's probably going to be gone through maybe July at this point. They don't have anybody else to turn to besides Glaber, DJ LeMahieu, and Anthony Rizzo. The lineup gets awfully short really quickly right now for the Yankees. The thing is, we knew there were going to be lineup issues even before this year started. The Yankees were going to be relying on IKF, on Hicks, on Donaldson, and also relying on the younger guys to produce, and Oswaldo Cabrera hasn't been productive thus far. Anthony Volpe appears to be rounding into form, and I think he's the perfect fit at the leadoff spot. And Oswald Peraza has gotten a shot, but he just hasn't been good thus far. We'll see if he can get some more at-bats and get his feet under him. But the Yankees lineup going into this year was going to be an issue, the bottom third, the bottom half. And I know Harrison Bader's due back in a little bit, but you really wonder how much Bader is going to help this team offensively. Obviously, he had a great postseason, but he was brought in to be a defensive center fielder and maybe add a little bit more speed on the bases. So to act like he's going to add this big boost and add some reinforcements to the Yankees lineup, that's not Bader's purpose, and I don't think that's what he's going to do. So the question becomes, how do the Yankees address these issues? And I don't think there's anything internally that the Yankees can do. Obviously, you want to be able to go make a trade and strengthen the lineup that way, but I don't necessarily know what team is going to be willing to trade in April or May this year, because the clock is ticking on the Yankees. As the Rays win more games, as the Orioles, as the Blue Jays continue to increase their lead or add more distance to the Yankees, treading water and being 500 is going to put the Yankees out of the race very quickly. And I know it's early, but the Yankees need to find some way to stay competitive. And if they can't, this year very well could end very shortly before they get Carlos Rodon back, or Giancarlo Stanton, or Luis Severino. So it could end up being a very long year if the Yankees don't get some of these issues addressed very quickly. Do you think the Yankees season is on the precipice of disaster, or are you going to wait a little bit? I don't mean to be an alarmist, but I think we're getting pretty close to wanting to raise a red flag. As always, let me know what you think. Comment, like, subscribe, and thank you for watching.